And it's all up next on EA Sports.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets and their inner city rivals, the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because you're often... They really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going. No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's a diving catch right side. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. Just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf. Intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 137 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And just shedding him off there. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take over. 2-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep it.
He's got a man, complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Jets. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. New York ready to go again offensively. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the sideline and incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, man. Let's do this, man.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their third in a row. And the question is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Kramer. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's in. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Barkley going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Giants! From 4 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. New York's offense back out there and set to go. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. You know, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Looking to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Connection made to Ruckert. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw again. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Back to throw again. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And some room to work. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run it with Hall off the option. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. This pass complete to Ruckert. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. Shoves him aside. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 39.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And he is going to have a Jets first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, a run with Hall. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Paul want to give up the middle. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll try to run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll set up to throw. That's Gallup on the slant. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. Oh, able to avoid him. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Going to take a shot for Gallup. This is caught inside the 15. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
19 right. Left wing 19.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
DK Metcalf.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time.
But they don't make him mess up his route where he's running into his own man, though. Boy, Madden knows some shit.
Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll look to throw here.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Now Hall to start the drive. There he goes again.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall.
51 yards.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one.